Hey, this is shawnshawn. I'm doing a tip of the day about licensing. So many of us have seen there's a lot of licensing sites out there like t-shirts, mugs, etc. A lot of those you're going to have very low licensing fees, and that's just kind of the standard because a lot of artists are desperate just to get in, so there's really not much money to be made there. But if you're licensing with a company and it's kind of well off, you can ask for a much higher upfront advance fee. So the industry average right now is about $4,000. You have to have some kind of name branding, so you have to be known in the industry, a very well desired piece of art. So once you get to that level, basically. So when you sign those contracts, always ask, if possible, an advance fee and then a royalty fee from, say, 2%, 6%, obviously go on maybe 18%, go on the high side as much as possible. You want to draft up, once you get to that level, you want to meet with a licensing lawyer, have them draft up kind of a staple contract that you can use every time so that you don't get burned. And you always want to do advanced. If you can't get an advance upfront fee, what you're going to find is some companies go under. They change the person that signed the deal and now they don't want to honor the deal. So you always want to get that advance fee to pay for your time put into designing that piece of artwork, and then royalties on the back end. And the way that works is, say you get let's just do a simple example of 1,000, which you'd probably want, again, that 4,000, but say let's just start with 1,000 number and let's go an easy 10%. So say they sell 100,000, so 10% of the 100,000 is, well, let's do a different number. Let's say they only sell $10,000 worth, and your royalty fee is 10% with advanced 1,000. So because they only sold 10,000, your cut is the 1,000, but you already paid the 1,000. So that first time frame, you're only going to get, you already got paid up front. So that 1,000 minus 1,000 is 0. So year 2, say they sell 20,000, so your cut is 2,000, and then your cut is 2,000. So that's how that works. So you always want to get that advance front fee, and that's my recommendation. The reason why you want to get that advance fee, I had a friend who did a kind of a licensing deal with a dog show, and her fee, it was an outrageous contract where it was only $200 set fee. She kept the copyright so she could later do imageries, which was smart. You always want to keep the copyright. But she literally put in months and months and months and months of work into it for $200. So she worked for less than a penny an hour. It was terrible. So always get that advance front fee, and yeah, make sure it's definitely worth your time. Don't charge $200. That's just crazy zone. I just had recently a deal where someone wanted to buy my work off eBay, which is fine. I get that. I'm already paid up front. But then they want a free licensing and 200 copies. I'm like, you're going to charge me $1 a copy. I think that's reasonable. If you make $10, $20 that book, $1 is really not that much money. They said no, so fine. But I didn't want to give away free my imagery. So that's my tip of the day.